Well, hello again, everybody. It's Sarah and Jonathan out on a bit of an impromptu ride this evening. It's Friday evening. It's a beautiful evening. We weren't intending to come out on the bike, but we were preparing it for a little trip that we are doing at the weekend, and we've been messing around on it, and basically, to cut a long story short, we've flattened the battery. So what we're doing is we put it on the charger and we charge the battery up, and now we're going to get some power back into the battery, so we're going for a good blast on it, which is a pretty nice thing to do on a Friday. Anyway, but I'm just going to talk briefly about how we did that, because it was a bit of a surprise. So Jonathan wheeled the bike out of... No, you didn't wheel it out, did you? You fired it up, drove it out of the garage onto the hard standing, turned it straight off. You can answer, Jonathan.
Oh yeah, yes.
So you turned it straight off?
Yes.
And then we did a few bits... Oh my gosh. Someone's in a hurry. And then we did a few bits and bobs with it, and then he started it up again and reversed it back into the garage. And then he had a little play around with some routes on the sat-nav to put the routes in for the weekend trip. And what else did we do? We tried...
just making sure all our tech was working and plugged in. And
plugged a few things in and pairing it up, didn't we? We tried pairing these devices.
And this was all with the ignition on, but the engine not running.
And then suddenly the screen went blank and we didn't have any power and the bike was dead. So it didn't take a lot to flatten it, so it would be interesting to know if other people have had this experience or not. But you live and learn, so we know that we can't do that next time. And if you want to mess around with anything like that, any tech, and try anything out, then you need to have the engine running. It was amazing how quickly it went flat, actually, but it was started twice and didn't drive anywhere, so that was probably part of the problem.
That was, I think, pretty much all the problem, really, wasn't it? Yeah. The power it takes to crank this engine over twice in quick succession is too much for the battery if you don't get some juice in it in the interim, I think.
So that's what we did, because we're a bit silly, but you live and learn.
Yeah.
And at least we did it tonight and not tomorrow morning, because we're meeting up with some people, and that would have looked embarrassing. So we're heading now through Edwinstowe, so we're in the heart of Robin Hood country here, and this is where Robin Hood and Maid Marian got married.
Yeah, they lived it. They had a semi along there, I think.
I think they've got a pizza restaurant as well.
Yeah, they've got a pizza restaurant. Yeah, and Robin Hood Avenue. They named it after him, see?
Robin Hood Avenue. We just passed the Robin Hood pub, just in case you forgot where you were. But it's a very beautiful little village, so we're going to go through Edwinstowe and avoid some Friday night traffic at a big roundabout that I always get stuck at. And then we're going to just get onto the A1, which seems to be our favourite biking route. It's not our favourite, it's just the one that seems to get us out of where we are and where we want to go. So we're going to blast up there as far as Johnny feels he wants to go, turn around, blast back down, and hopefully that will give us a lot of nice charge and we'll be good to go tomorrow. Yeah. So that is the plan. But we're also testing something else out that stopped working.
Are we?
Yes.
Oh yeah. No, you're right, we are.
So if that doesn't work, we won't be putting this video up, basically, because we went out to Santa Pod Raceway. We were going to make a video about Santa Pod Raceway, and I did a little bit of talking, and there was no sound whatsoever from my camera, my video camera. We had pictures, but we didn't have any sound at all. So that didn't work, and we gave up on that video. And we had a little look at it last night, and looked at some YouTube videos, because that's the first place you go, isn't it, when something doesn't work, is go on YouTube. Somebody else has had the problem, and lo and behold they had. And this one chap, I'm afraid I can't remember what his name is, but I will look him up, because he basically said what the problem was. It wasn't quite the same, but he said it was the cable from the camera. So I've got a Ghost XL Pro and Jonathan's got a Ghost XL.
Yep.
And Jonathan's worked fine and mine didn't, so we did a lot of cable swapping on it, and mine worked with his cable, and what else did we swap? I don't know. We just did lots of combinations to try and suss out what it was. And then
just to clarify, it's the cable from the camera to the microphone, to the external microphone.
Yes, sorry. So we did a lot of messing around with the cables, and to cut a long story short, we swapped the cables over and they worked. So suddenly, hopefully they work. So we're testing it today just to make sure.
They worked on the sofa.
They work sitting on the sofa, so we're trying it. Oh, look at all these people out on the pub on a Friday night. So we've just swapped the cables over and hopefully we're up and running again. But all these little things just get really annoying. It's like, how can it work on one cable and not another cable?
And it's been working perfectly. It just stopped working without the cable being unplugged or anything. We hadn't touched the cable on your camera.
No.
It was screwed in, and it always been working, and then just stopped working. Unscrewed it, screwed another one in its place, and it worked. So strange.
I'm just going to take this opportunity to show you a bit of Edwinstowe because it's very beautiful. Here is the church where they got married. It even says it somewhere.
It's genuine, they really did.
Shush. And this is Sherwood Forest on the left here. Really beautiful place to have a walk. Some lovely ancient oak trees here. Oh, and speed bumps.
That's where Robin Hood used to play cricket. He was a member of the Sherwood Forest Cricket Club.
Don't take Jonathan anywhere if you've got a nice romantic view of it, because it'll just spoil it. It's beautiful forest. I love to walk around Sherwood Forest. It's all in there.
I think he might be going over the speed limit.
I just hope we're not peeling him off the road in about a mile. There's some of the ancient oaks. I hope you can see those from my camera. Lots of lovely walks around there, some events on as well. It's very much about the forest and about conservation and about preserving the ecosystem. There's no plastic Robin Hood rides or anything like that there. It's just a very beautiful place. And we're very lucky to have it on our doorstep. So I think that's it. So we're charging the bike up left here, yeah. So yes, charging the bike battery up for tomorrow and testing the cameras out, and then we can go back and we can have some dinner.
Oh yeah, dinner.
So I just want to show you this little bit that we're coming through. This is Clumber Park. This belongs to the National Trust. And this is Lime Tree Avenue for obvious reasons, shortly. And it's very beautiful, and we have been up here before, but I'm just going to show you again because I'm not sure if I had this camera, actually.
No, you didn't.
So I can show you some shots of it. And you can come and walk here, and there's a big lake and loads of walking trails. And it's all connected up to other forests. You can walk a long way from here. And here's all the lime trees down the side. Looking very beautiful in the sun, low evening sun. Look at those, really lovely. People come for a nice picnic in the evening. They come and walk their dogs on the heathland at the back there. We did even bring the bike here for a photo shoot, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. Take a few photographs of it here.
We tried to do some filming again, but got ravaged by a dog.
That's right. Yeah.
It's a very cute, friendly dog. So we gave up.
That was in our first video.
Was that our very first?
Our very first FBG Life video. And we bought a Goldwing.
What did we do that for? Whatever possessed us. I just said, oh, this is comfy.
Yeah.
And Jonathan said, oh, well, let's buy one then.
I didn't.
He did. And then we come out of all of the hundreds and hundreds of lime trees on Lime Tree Avenue. And there's the gate at the end. Okay, so let's hit the A1, a little bit of a blast up and down, and then we're going to go and get some fuel. Right, should we see if it starts? Yay! That's a relief. Right, bike started, so we're all charged again.
Yeah.
We're going to leave it on charge overnight anyway, but it's just to test it's working, and hopefully these cameras are all working as well. And it's been a nice little ride out on a Friday night.
Out, yeah. Lessons learned as well.
Yes, there always seems to be a lesson to learn. Can we have a trip without a lesson to learn?
Maybe one day.
Maybe one day. Okay, so we're good for tomorrow. We feel happy about that. We can relax now because I think we're ready.
Yeah.
For that. So look out for those videos. We'll hopefully make a couple of those on our little weekend trip. So look out for those. Thank you for watching this. Don't judge us, please. We just thought we would share that little escapade with you and just tell you we have learned from that. So, thank you for watching, everybody. Sarah and Jonathan signing out.